Welcome back to Stanley Parable. So, what I'm doing in this episode of Stanley Parable, stop it, Cup. Stay. Is that I'm going to read a comment on my last video. The first thing I should do, when you get to the mind control room, press off first. You might see a computer in the office with waiting input on the screen. If you activate it, next time you play, another different computer will have that message. So basically it told me to go to the mind control room, which is basically in the end of the game. And we're back! So we're at the system. Lemon Lord wants me to turn off the machine. Cool.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments
If this
away.
doesn't work...
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. The cool breeze.
Can I skip this? Nope, I can't skip this.
Liberation. The immense possibility of the new path. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, so I have to find awaiting input on the computers. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, here we go. Waiting input. That one's dead. So that means there's another one somewhere. Yes, it is! Oh my god, it's working. Oh, okay, good. I thought I was fucking up. Okay, so we have 2 out of 5. Come on, computer. Give me the... Yes! Okay, there it is. Oh, I was about to be pissed if I missed that. Oh! 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Actually, no! If the fucking last thing is in there, and I accidentally missed it, I'm gonna be so pissed.
2 hours later.
Okay, we're back. I did this game 5 times. 5 times! Screwed up 4 times. Okay, here we go. Ooh, here comes the ending that Lemon wanted me to do. Heaven. Heaven? The fuck? This is heaven? No! No! This isn't heaven, this is hell! I played through the game 5 times to get to this? Please tell me there's an ending. And Lemon, you did not do this just to torture me. Because if you did, I'm gonna block you on Fortnite. Now, to go on to the second one. And the second one won't take me half an hour to do because I have to play the game 5 times just to get to a button room.
1 eternity later.
Well, time to commit, die. You know what, I'm not even gonna make jokes anymore. This actually took me too long to try to do any of this. What?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Fourth wall breaking.
Now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Ooh, what did I say? No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
Yeah, what's up?
What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
Ooh.
Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected Continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
My God.
Now, if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Here we go again. Yoo-hoo! Let's get out of here.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then.
I don't want
Now
to.
would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
What?
What Stanley liked most was buttons.
Okay.
He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Glutton?
He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable, and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
I want to see where this goes. You have an amazing singing voice. This is a good way to leave off with the episode. So, you guys have a lovely day, and me doing this just wasted half of my life. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. It might help me survive another day. Maybe. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. Oh, shit. What is this?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to
What?
your place of work.
What
Can
the
you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you
Amazon?
for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Netflix?